In today's video, we're going to explore the societal issue of victim blaming, specifically how we blame victims of domestic violence. How many times have you read an online news story about domestic violence only to scroll down to read the following type of comments? We all know he has a temper, what did she do to set him off? He's probably just looking for attention, he didn't even report it to the police. If it was so bad, why didn't they just leave? This disturbing trend of blaming the victim is a serious widespread issue in today's society, and the truth is, no one deserves to be victim blamed for domestic violence. So what is victim blaming, and why do both men and women do it? Victim blaming refers to the tendency to blame the victim of the crime rather than the perpetrator. And yes, sexually assaulting your significant other, no matter the situation, is still considered a violent act. So the next question we have to ask ourselves is, why do we victim blame survivors of domestic violence? Social psychologists point to the just world phenomenon theory. In short, we all want to believe that the world is fair, even when it clearly isn't. By believing that the world is fair, by believing that people deserve what they get, and by blaming the victim, people are able to protect their illusion that such terrible things could never happen to them. So why should we care about domestic violence victims? Because more than 12 million women and men over the course of a year have been deeply affected by domestic violence. Statistically speaking, since this video started, 24 people have been the victims of rape, physical violence, or stalking by an intimate partner in just the US alone. If you're not being abused, there's a good chance that you know someone who is, which also means that you have the ability to break the cycle of domestic abuse by keeping your blame in check and supporting the victim. Change starts with you. We all have a role in ending victim blaming domestic violence victims, because one person suffering in silence is one too many. By removing the blame, you can remove the perpetrator's power and control. If your loved one is being abused, know that's never your fault, and there is support out there. To get help today, call the National Domestic Violence Hotline at 1-800-799-7233 or visit www.thehotline.org.